Wasn't until the man tasted the noodles made by the maid that he realized these weren't the noodles he liked at all. He immediately questioned the maid about it, but to his surprise, she snapped back, saying he was too picky. His sister overheard their exchange and couldn't help but laugh. It turned out, the man had just divorced his wife, and his wife used to be the one who made him the exact noodles he liked. Hearing this, the man grew furious, but his sister just rolled her eyes, saying only his ex-wife could tolerate his ridiculous habits. Just yesterday, the man had brought his ex-girlfriend home. Naturally, his wife was upset by this, but the man didn't care at all. He even told his wife to take their leftover cake away. His mother, standing nearby, immediately scolded his wife to leave and demanded that the two of them get divorced. She even suggested letting the ex-girlfriend take her place as the new daughter-in-law. Heartbroken, and in her despair, she agreed to the divorce. Seeing this, the man arrogantly ordered his wife to bring him the divorce papers he had already prepared. Without another word, she left to get them. His sister tried to talk some sense into him, and even the scheming ex-girlfriend pretended to play along, saying she'd apologize to the wife. But the man and his mother immediately stopped her. Moments later, the wife returned, holding the divorce papers. The man noticed she hadn't signed them yet and mocked her, saying she was too scared to go through with it. But the wife firmly declared that without a financial settlement, she wasn't signing anything. Embarrassed, the man pulled out a document from his briefcase. It was the compensation agreement. With both documents in place, they signed their names. But the man still thought his wife was just being dramatic. His mother added fuel to the fire, saying that since the wife's parents had passed away, she had no home to go back to and would have to rely on him to survive. Hearing that, the wife picked up the divorce papers, signed her name with no hesitation, then threw them down in front of him. She removed her wedding ring and tossed it onto the table as well. The man stared at her in disbelief, but the wife didn't even glance back as she walked out of that house for good. The next morning, the man was so distraught he couldn't even tie his tie properly. His sister mocked him, saying without his wife, he couldn't even take care of himself. But the man arrogantly declared that his wife would definitely regret this. His sister just rolled her eyes, thinking he was being childish and stubborn. While they were arguing, the man's phone suddenly rang. It was his wife calling. The man immediately brightened up, smugly teasing his sister, thinking his wife had changed her mind. But what he didn't know was, the call was only to inform him that she had resigned from his company. His wife held a high-ranking position in the company, and had access to a lot of confidential information. Panic instantly set in for the man. The next second, he started convincing himself that his wife must be using the company's secrets to force him to remarry her. His sister was speechless, completely fed up with his arrogance. She got up and walked away. That night, the sister secretly called her former sister-in-law. She knew her sister-in-law was determined to divorce, but she also knew the company couldn't survive without her. It was the wife who had been running the company diligently, but to her surprise, she rejected her sister-in-law's plea and firmly stated she was ready to move on to a new job, in a completely different environment.